Most people are using AI to write, and we get this, we call it slop now. There's an actual word for it, but what it means is this generic AI stuff, which doesn't sound like you. And so the idea here is to train the AI in your actual voice, what your preferences are, how you actually write, so that when you're working with the AI, it actually sounds like you. I mean, it really is as simple as that. And what I try to say to people is, in a perfect world, you don't necessarily get the AI to write everything for you, even once you've trained it. Ideally, you would iterate the first draft and have the AI improve it and polish it for you. But sometimes you're in a hurry. Sometimes the piece that you're writing is not quite so critical, and it's okay to let the AI do its thing. And then you just go through and do a quick polish, quick edit. But you don't want the AI doing its thing if it's not going to sound anything like you, because it's quite easy to spot now. AI has these tells which people have learned to recognize. And if you're sending stuff out that is written, clearly written by AI, it does nothing for the trust in you. It does nothing for your credibility. And it throws you in the mix with everybody else. There's nothing to distinguish your content from what they're getting from all the other people that are sending out AI slop. So it's really whether you're doing it to write a book project. I work with a lot of nonfiction authors to help them write books, to position themselves, to generate leads, that kind of stuff. Whether you're doing content for a blog or a long form social media post, whatever it is you're doing, you want to take some relatively straightforward steps to train the AI in your voice, so that otherwise it's just best guessing it. And AI is the generic aspect of AI. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's just the large language models are kind of taking an average of all the training that they have and giving you an average back. So by definition, it's going to be this generic AI sounding content.
Yeah, that is exactly it. It is definitely, you can really notice when it's AI slop as opposed to something that actually sounds like the human it's supposed to be coming from. So, how do we train AI to do this? And can you show us, how do we build this bot? I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. So the core, there's a few stages. Stage one, I'll give you the high level overview, then we can go into more detail and loop back if we need to, if anything's not clear. So the first thing we want to do is give it some samples of our writing. We need to The AI needs to be able to extract the essence of how we write. So that's step one. Step two is we want to give it some context. Again, if we don't give it the context, it just has to guess. And the context is, there are three key context layers, I call them. One is a little bit about you as the author, relevant to that writing project. The second one is a description of the target reader, your ideal client, if you're trying to generate leads, your target reader, as the case may be. So, kind of building out an avatar of them. And the third one is the objectives that you have for that book or that blog post, etc. What do you want to achieve with it? And what do you want your reader to take away from it as well? What are they hoping to get? And so now what we've done with by creating the kind of voice guide, the style guide, it's called different things, but that's what it is. You're telling the AI kind of how to write. With the context layers, you're giving it its role and the purpose, who it's writing to, who the audience is, what the purpose is. And then the third element is really, I call it just additional instructions. It's the things that are important but aren't caught by the first two. So things like humanizing it. A lot of the humanizing actually is going to be covered through the style guide and through the context layers. So again, it's going to be much less like the AI generic stuff because you've done that. But you can also give specific instructions on definite do's, definite don'ts, to the extent they're not already picked up. And things like, what reading age grade are you targeting? Anything that's not already picked up elsewhere. And once we've gone through these three key phases, now the AI is going to really strike of who we are, how we write, what the purpose is. And is it going to be perfect straight out of the gate? No, it's not. And what I say to people is, don't get hung up and paralyzed on trying to get it perfect. You won't. Best guess these things. The AI can give you a lot of information. It can pull apart your writing and give you really good feedback. So take advantage of the AI, guess the things, best guess the things you're not sure about, kind of brainstorm. If you want to help with the customer avatar, you're not sure, AI can interview on that. So AI can be really helpful there. It won't be perfect. When you get the output, or when your stuff is being edited, you'll see if there's something that's just off. And then you can go in and fix that. And again, there's a way of doing that working with the AI. So don't think perfect straight out of the gate. Try and just build a prototype quickly, use it, test it, and then you can fine tune it. And over a fairly short period of time, you'll find that there's less and less that it's getting wrong. It starts to understand you because you iron out all those little things where you just haven't quite given it the right instructions first time.
If you want to watch the entire episode, click here. And if you want to watch more episodes like this, click here.